On a gorgeous late summer afternoon, it's time for football from New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the first Wyoming quarterback to go in the first round, standing 6'5". It's Josh Allen. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3- or 4-yard gain on first down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the grab by Croft. A good pickup of 6 there on first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. Quickly now, here's the Buffalo offense.
In the NFL, we love to talk about bloodlines and how important they can be. And for Zay Jones, he's got a terrific one. His dad, Robert, longtime linebacker in the NFL, big time with the Dallas Cowboys. And his uncle, Jeff Blake, a starting quarterback in the NFL at one point. Wonder if he played catch with Uncle Jeff in the backyard a few times growing up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Now Allen off the bootleg. He's got the hook up with Conley. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Derrick Henry. And able to work his way down to the 16. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Check. Watch 54. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
On second down, here's Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. He was blitzing, and he sprinted right through that gap.
Well, let's go ahead and open up our football lingo dictionary right there. Turn to page 38, partner. That's called blowing a play up. How about that one? Classic definition, popped right off the screen.
Page 38, huh? You sure it's not 39?
I am positive.
You're always positive. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. From the gun, it's Allen. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Leonard Williams in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, you only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Let's go, baby.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall selection back in 2018 from USC. It's Sam Darnold. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Jets. What's that? 57 seconds, right? Okay, double.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL, and now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
The throw by Darnold, hauled in by the tight end Herndon. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And we take a look at the Bills' defense.
Olivier Vernon is a defensive end that combines terrific run-stopping ability with a quick first step to the passer.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur. And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They work.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. And a look now at how the Jets line up defensively.
C.J. Mosley's your prototypical Alabama linebacker. They'll come downhill and smack you, but they understand the game so well.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Throwing is Allen on third. And that is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Crowder now to return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Darnold on 1st down. He's got Burton here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Key 26, key 26. Single.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Going up top for Miller. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Faking the give, Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
54.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Right there. Yeah, right there. 54 Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up the 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
54. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, pick your...
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Hey, 180! Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and short. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Allen able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here I come again.
They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Collectively, great defense. It takes all 11, especially down here toward the goal line.
The call comes in, and the call essentially says all 11 have to make a play here. You have to show toughness. We just saw it there.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have retaken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Off of play action, Darnold. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 43. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Bell. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
On 2nd and a yard, Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kyler Fackrell coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they have little chance of winning this one.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Allen, and that is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I'm going to come back to you.
Back to throw, Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a draw play. This is Bell. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
The 27-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, Darnold. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. first down, it's Darnold. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Trey Burton in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The New York set to take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Darnold now to throw. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Now it's Darnold. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
On first down, it's Bell, and not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play's supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. They run it again with Anderson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. To throw is Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Darnold. The catch made by Miller. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Here we go.
On second and a couple, Darnold. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Here's Darnold. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Shaq Lawson, his second sack of the night.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
Yeah, Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Let's go!
Here's is the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
It's just me and you.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That'll be taken in by Anderson. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To the air, Allen. Jones has it. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Allen. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And able to find Conley. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on the line.
Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
New York set to take the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdown.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Here we go, let's bring it.
So after the INT, it's Allen. A dump off to Anderson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Allen. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Markel Lee coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ear. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Tyler Kroft there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now out come the Jets. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Bell. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat. If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a 1st. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. This is Bell, and he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll run it with Bell. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Darnold completes it. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That time a 9-play drive. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Allen and the Bills now down by 10, 2:13 remaining. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen now going to throw again. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw, it's Allen. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's scooped up by the Jets. There he goes left side. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Allen going to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen goes underneath for Henry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing now is Allen. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Throwing on first down is Allen. And that is incomplete here. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like
and this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Jets, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a